So, you know how online shopping works, right? But what if it could be less of a chore and more like a real conversation? Walmart is betting big that it can be with its brand new generative AI assistant, and its name is Sparky.
Just think about how we shop online right now. You know the drill. You type something in a search bar, you scroll and scroll. You probably have, like a dozen tabs open comparing things? It's work. Now, just imagine instead of all that, you just talk. You explain what you need, and you get the perfect answer back. That's the huge shift we're looking at here.
Okay, so a smart assistant sounds really cool in theory, but let's get real. What does this actually mean for you? When you're just trying to buy groceries for the week or find a last-minute gift. How does an AI like Sparky actually help? Let's break it down.
What's really at the heart of this whole thing is a move away from what we could call passive search. That's where you do all the heavy lifting, and toward a predictive journey. And that's where the tech starts to guess what you need, sometimes even before you've fully figured it out yourself.
This right here is the core idea. It's about flipping the script. Instead of you trying to navigate a static website, the website, through this AI, starts to navigate your needs. It's turning that one-way street of searching into a two-way conversation that just feels way more natural and personal.
All right, so let's properly meet Sparky. Now, the best way to think about it isn't just as a smarter search bar. No. Think of it more like your own personal digital concierge, basically on standby to handle any shopping request you can throw at it.
And the magic word here really is context. See, a true digital concierge doesn't just remember what you bought last week. It actually understands your current situation, like the weather where you are, upcoming holidays, maybe even what's on your calendar, to give you suggestions that are genuinely helpful right here, right now.
So, how does this AI concierge actually make your life easier? Well, it really boils down to 3 major upgrades that completely change the shopping experience.
First up, hyper-personalized recommendations. And I mean, this is a massive upgrade. We can forget about those generic people who bought this also bought that suggestions. This is way deeper. It's about understanding the why behind what you're buying.
So for example, let's say there's a heat wave in your area, right? Sparky might proactively pop up and suggest some beachwear. Or if the big game is coming up, it could pull up your team's jersey. You could even tell it, hey, I'm planning a kid's birthday party, and it would help you build the entire shopping list, from decorations to food and gifts, all tailored to that one event.
Number 2, it helps you make smarter decisions way faster. Let's be honest, online shopping can be totally overwhelming. Sparky basically acts like your personal researcher, digesting all that information for you, so you can feel confident in your choice without spending hours scrolling through reviews.
Just take this for example. Imagine you ask it for the best budget laptop for a college student. Now, instead of just dumping a huge list of products on you, Sparky synthesizes hundreds of reviews into a quick, easy-to-read summary. It compares the features of different models side by side, and it even highlights the main pros and cons. So you get all the key info you need to make a smart choice, but in a tiny fraction of the time.
And finally, the third big enhancement is all about everyday convenience. This is where Sparky really goes from being just a cool shopping tool to becoming a genuine life hack, something that makes those little daily tasks almost disappear.
Think about meal planning, that classic daily chore. You could just ask Sparky, what should I make for dinner? And it won't just give you an idea. Nope. It'll give you a full step-by-step recipe. Then it automatically creates a shopping list with every single ingredient you need. And with just one tap, you can add all of it directly to your cart. I mean, it takes this whole multi-step process and just squishes it down into a single question.
So you can see this is way more than just a fancy chatbot, right? This level of convenience is powered by a much, much bigger idea that Walmart is betting on for the entire future of retail.
The tech behind all of this is called agentic AI, and it's a pretty cool concept. Basically, think of it like a personal agent that works for you. You just give it a big, high-level goal like, plan my meals for the week, and it goes and figures out all the little steps to make that happen, without you having to micromanage every single detail.
And get this, it's not just about text. This kind of AI is multi-modal, which is just a fancy way of saying it's designed to eventually understand images, your voice, and even video. So you could, in theory, show it a picture of a broken pipe under your sink, and it could figure out exactly what parts you need to fix it.
And honestly, this quote from Walmart's CEO, Doug McMillon, just hits the nail on the head. It's all about agentic commerce, this future where your needs aren't just met, they're anticipated. The whole system is designed to be one step ahead of you, to empower you by just taking care of the boring stuff.
Okay, so with all this incredible tech and this huge vision, what's the one big thing you should really take away from all this? I mean, what does this actually mean for the future of your shopping cart?
Well, here's the bottom line. For the last 2 decades, online shopping has run on one simple idea. It was your job to go out and find the products you needed.
But this changes everything. Now, with this kind of predictive, agentic AI, it's about the right products, the right solutions, and the right ideas finding you at the exact moment you need them, sometimes even before you've consciously thought of it yourself.
And that leaves us with a pretty fascinating final thought. We're moving toward a world where your pantry might just automatically reorder milk when you're running low, or your calendar could ping you with a perfect birthday gift suggestion for a friend. So the real question is, how long until our shopping lists just write themselves? It might be closer than we think.